Good morning, beautiful people of the world. Good morning. It is Thursday, Throwback Thursday, February 27th, 2025. How you guys doing this morning? It took everything I had not to stay home today. And I wanted to stay home today and tomorrow. I'm very angry, very pissed off. I can't talk about it here on video, but I'll tell you all about it later. But I did not have a good day yesterday. Ended up having altercation with that co-worker that I tell you all that continuously talks about me and harasses me. So I've got to take I'm taking care of some things regarding that. So that's why I can't talk about it. But it wasn't good yesterday. So I'm not in the best of best mood, but I am in a good mood because I know when I'm right and I know when I'm wrong. And I also know that no matter what's going on around me, God is always for me. And so I just solicit your prayers. If you are a prayer warrior, just ask you all to pray for peace, because it's a lot of demonic spirits in this place. You have supervisors that don't know how to supervise, foremen that don't know how to supervise, be foremen. Everybody's scared of one person. I'm just not giving nobody that kind of power or control over me. The only person that has control and power over me is Jesus. Everybody else does not matter. Is a non-factor. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know what their deal is in regards to him. You know, I don't know. But I know the God that I serve. I know the God that blows breath into my body every day and makes my brain function and makes my heart beat. And well, just pull on out here. Just came flying out of there. Crazy. I know the God that takes care of me. And so because he takes care of me, and because he takes care of me, and because he is my source, everybody else I don't worry about, nor do I care about. But some things have to end. Some things have to come to an end. Some things have to stop. And since they don't seem to have any type of control over what he does and what he says, and they won't do anything, I must protect me. I must protect my job. I must protect my reputation. I must protect all of that, you know. So like I said, you know, and you know, it's just starting. You know, I'm human like everybody else. I feel just like everybody else do. You know, but the stress is starting to get to me. You know, it's starting to get to me. And yesterday, I didn't cry in front of my bosses or my coworkers, but when I got in the van to go, okay, so yesterday they put me out on a construction truck, something that I've never had to do. I've never had any type of training or anything. They just put me out there because of this dumb fuck. So when I got in the van, I was so mad. I was in tears because I just wanted to fight, you know. But I know I have to fight in another way. You know, you have to fight with documentation. You have to fight. This is this is what I know. I can get into an argument with a person on my job or somewhere else. I can go back and forth with a person. But see, I fight with pen and paper. I don't fight with words when it comes to certain situations, because It don't do me no good. But you gotta put something down on paper. You know what I mean? You gotta put something down on paper. So that's what I'm gonna do. All this week, y'all, I wore my hair down. I didn't wear it up in a bun, and I really, really enjoyed wearing it like this. I was like, okay, for 1 week, I'm just not gonna put it up, you know. But yeah, so you know, so you know, that's where I am, you know. So I have to take care of me, and so the stress, the mental stress, you know, it has gotten to me. I've just had enough, you know. I just have had enough. So all of that plays an effect on you when somebody is constantly gunning for you, you know. And so anyway, off to work today. But you know, yesterday was the straw that broke the camel's back, as they say. So I'm not really myself today, but you know, I got some things I got to take care of. And what I always say, and this is what I'll say to you, in any situation that you're in, always make sure you're taking care of you. Always make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Always make sure that you are well. Always make sure that you are protected. You know what I'm saying? I don't look for nobody to protect me. One thing I've learned in these 55 years, when it comes to jobs, is that there's nobody on your job that you can truly trust. There's nobody on your job that you can truly call. Well, I guess I don't want to say that, because I have had friends on my job that I have considered my friend. But what I'm saying is that you have to know where you stand with people. And more importantly, you have to not let people on your job bully you or cause you any mental any mental stress, you know, in no shape, form, or fashion. So there's just things that, you know, you have to handle. When it gets to that point, you got to handle it, you know. So anywho, that's what it is. And that's what it is, you know. So you know, you just have to, you know, sometimes, you know, you could be like, oh, don't worry about this person, don't worry about that person, or whatever. And, you know, for the most part, you know, you can do that, you know, but the only way sometimes to deal with folks is by getting a piece of paper and a pen. You know, I don't feel that great this morning. I bought some Dayquil cold and flu medicine. I don't know what I did with it. I can't find it. So I was in the bed early. I left my mom's house about 6, and I went home, and I was talking to one of my friends that worked with me. He's the guy that I dated when I first got the job. You know, it's so interesting to me, because I hated him for the longest, because he broke my heart. but we really like the best of friends now. So I had thought I had seen him yesterday when I had to go out here on the truck. They put me on a construction truck. Like I said, they ain't gave me no training, no nothing. So I just stood around and watched them, pull the wires and the cables and stuff. So I was on my way home. I thought I had saw him yesterday when I was driving up there, but it wasn't him. And so I had called him. I was like, "Was that you yesterday out there on Lakeshore Drive?" And he was like, "No, that wasn't me." And I was telling him what had happened. He was like, "Hey," he was like, "Do what you gotta do." He was like, "You've been here long enough. You know how it go." I said, "You're right. I do." See, one thing, people think because I was a garbage woman, because I dumped garbage, that I don't have no skills. Let me tell you something. Diane Cotton, that 80-year-old woman that I called my mama, that carried me for 9 months and was in labor for over 20-some hours and pushed me out into the world. That's one smart cookie right there. My mama got 2 degrees. My mama was a supervisor for years. And I learned from my mother about a pen and a piece of paper. I learned from my mother. And my mom taught me a lot. She taught me a lot about documentation, documenting things. I learned from the best of the best. My mother was a supervisor for many, many, many years. And I remember I received a very bad evaluation. And I wrote a rebuttal. And honey, when I got through typing that rebuttal, of cars that just stop, just ain't moving. But when I finished writing that rebuttal, they changed my evaluation. So, people think because you a labor, like you don't have no other skills. I didn't come from this. You know what I mean? I didn't start just here. I've been working a long time. I've been dealing with BS for the longest. Been dealing with BS for the longest. So I know how to write things down. I made some phone calls yesterday, and I'm waiting on some folks to call me back. And I spoke to a lawyer yesterday. Yeah, I gotta put some things in motion sometimes, But anyway, I don't want to keep talking about that because I'm finna go into the den of hell now, But anyway, one more day. One more day of this bullshit. One more day. Like I said, you know, when you got people that don't know how to manage things, it's just, I'm just disgusted. All the way around, I'm just disgusted. So, like I said, I keep fighting whatever this bug is. Whatever it is, I've been fighting it for a minute. But I hope you all had a good week so far. We almost at the end, y'all. We almost at the end. We are almost at the end. Oh, I thank God that we almost at the end. One of my co-workers, he told me, he said, call the pension board and find out how much you will get when you retire. Because he was like, I think you can retire at 62. I'm like, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Do that one day, probably tomorrow, and ask them that question so I'll know how much I'm going to be working with. When my mother retired, everybody said, oh, Diane, you're going to get another job. She was like, absolutely not. So I won't deal with nobody BS. I don't want to deal with nobody. Go ahead and fly on down this road. Why you driving so fast? And it's a little wet out here because we got some fall. It's 41 degrees, y'all. I feel good. It's going to be a little colder over the weekend. Then it's going to go back up by next week. That's a good thing. So yesterday, or day before yesterday, I was on Facebook, and this guy that I really liked him, and he had really liked me. His birthday is the 2nd or 3rd of February, something like that. He's a really nice guy. So we had started talking and everything, but I also, something ain't right. Something ain't right with him either. He got some issues. I'm glad I dodged that bullet. But anyway, I had met him in person, and you know how you be Facebook friends with somebody for a real long time, or somebody online and you never met them, because he lived right here in the city, but I never met him, and so we had started talking, and we started talking on the phone, and we became friends. And so he wanted to date me. And again, like I said, I really liked him. So, how should I say it? I was really interested in him. He was my type of guy. He was tall. He was slim. He had a nice, just a nice build on him. He was just a really nice guy. Okay, so we had started talking. We was getting to know each other, and then I knew this about him, but I wasn't for sure. But he was a heavy weed smoker, okay? And that turns me off completely. Now, the last guy that I was talking to, he also smoked weed too, okay? he was starting or has started to get to this how like this guy is, because I'm gonna tell you, if that was starting to annoy me too, the weed. So anyway, me and this dude had started talking and everything, you know, and all of that. And so I just couldn't deal with that. You know, I had came out of a situation with Christopher's sperm donor, and he was a heavy weed smoker, and I was like, no. So I told him, I said, listen, I said, the fact that you smoke weed is gonna be a problem for me. I said, I don't like that. And I said, I don't like that. I said, and so with that being said, I don't think we would jail. I was really glad that I had said that to him, because then he got involved with several more people, and he got involved with several more women, and it was just crazy. Okay, so I was like, whew, thank God I didn't get involved with him. Okay, well, he and I, we still Facebook friends. We still wish each other happy birthday. You know, we talk every once in a while. So he moved, and he moves. I think he in California now. Yesterday, or day before yesterday, he puts up a post of him in the hospital, and he says, "Hey everybody, I need you all to pray for me. I got some really bad news." And I'm like, you know, because I told y'all I have 2 friends right now that's fighting cancer. So I'm like, here we go. He says they found blood clots in my lungs. Let's just have a moment of silence. See if anything is down here. Down here. So he says they found blood clots in my lungs. So I'm like, what? You know? So they found blood clots in his lungs, and I'm sure that the blood clots that they found in his lungs is due to the marijuana usage. And see, this is what I be trying to tell people. Don't be wanting to listen to me. People do not be wanting to listen. I get this from people all the time. Oh, you know, yeah, I smoke weed, but it ain't as bad as smoking cigarettes. Okay. Can't tell people nothing. Cannot tell people nothing. So I didn't go. I don't know if he posted anything yesterday, because I didn't go look on his page. I didn't see anything on the news feed. I don't know. But I'm just thinking to myself, like, he's not that much older than me. He's see, I'm 55, so I think he's 56. I think he made 56 on his birthday. And I hate to hear that he's sick, you know, or that he got the blood clots on his lungs, but again, you try to tell people, they just don't want to listen. So I didn't say nothing to him. You know, I did say on the thread, I said, hey, I said, I'm praying for you. I hope, you know, hope you feel better. What else can I say? Because some things just don't even have to be. I'm thinking to myself this morning when I woke up, I'm like, don't we have a day off coming up? Do we get Pulaski's Day? I think we get Pulaski Day. Somebody gave me the, let's see, leave it in here. I think we got a day coming up. I don't know what I did with it. Somebody gave me a copy of our days. I don't know what I did with it. It might be in my other bag. I hope we do have a day coming up that we off. I think it's Roman Pulaski Day, I think. I don't know. I hope so. I gotta go look on the list when I get in to work. I don't know what I did with it. Somebody gave it to me. I don't know what I did with it. So yeah, so anyway, I just shook my head because I just was like, you know, this just don't make sense that you sick. You shouldn't even be sick. But again, can't tell nobody nothing. No, nobody want to listen. And I don't know what the severity of blood clots. I don't know what that severity is. I don't know. But it ain't good. That much I know. But marijuana is just as bad as cigarettes, in my opinion. And this is the thing that I don't understand about people. My friend, my ex-friend, we have had a mutual friend in common, and he died of lung cancer. He was a heavy weed smoker. He died when we were in our 40s. We were like, when did he die? He died in 2010 or 20. He died when we were like 42. I just didn't get it. Marijuana and cigarettes is not good for your lungs. It's just not. But I know I'm preaching to the choir because people ain't gonna listen. And I told my ex-friend, I said, he died of lung cancer. And you still smoking this shit? Anywho. Don't make sense. But a lot of stuff don't make sense. So. Well, I certainly hope you all have a good day. I'm sorry I wasn't, more upbeat, but it is what it is. I ain't feeling it at all. At all. My voice is raspy because my throat is sore a little bit. I'm gonna go get me some tea. So anyway, y'all have a great Thursday. One more day, and I'll see you all back on here tomorrow. Okay? Be blessed, be safe, be peaceful, and don't go disturb nobody else's peace. All right? Bye.